Hello and welcome back to another review! Oh, it's so fucking dumb. Today I am reviewing a song called Ice on Fire by a band called Neon Creatures. This song was released on the 26th of June 2020. Before this song I had only heard snippets of this band. I didn't really know what to expect. So going into this, I had kind of an idea of what they were going to sound like, but not really that much of a clue. So Ice on Fire basically comes straight into it. Everything just starts immediately, and it starts with this very menacingly groovy groove. The bass and the drums together are so dynamically pleasing that I couldn't help but just within about 10 seconds just be like, this pricked my ears up and definitely got my attention for this song. I knew that it would be fun and I knew that it was going to be a good time. The vocals come in around about the 10-second, 11-second mark, and I got very big Evanescence, Fleetwood Mac vibes. We then go into a pre-chorus before we hit the chorus. Instrumentally, these two sections work and gel together very well. However, vocally, I was just a tiny bit disappointed to not hear more from the vocalist. The vocalist is a fantastic vocalist. She is more than capable of singing. She's perfectly in key, and she has this nice charisma about her. The only thing that I wish I could have heard was maybe a little bit of a push. It's not that big of a deal, it's just something that I wish I could have heard of more, just a proper scream and going for it, but I also understand that
it's not always as easy as that.
But the vocals overall are fantastic. I love the vocals in this. They're very soothing, calming, and suit the style that this band's going for. Instrumentally, I definitely think that this song... Instrumentally, I definitely think that this band has a very strong, grounded standpoint with their instruments. I listened to the other singles that they had released before this, and although I don't always like the lyrics, I don't always like the types of singing that they do, backing or like lead, I did find that all the instruments were always fun, always very well established in all of the songs, especially the drums. I have to give a massive shout out to the drummer whose name I have forgotten, I am so sorry. The drums sounded incredible. I also watched a video where he plays open-handed, which is fucking weird, but like so cool, man. I'm used to just playing normally, so seeing someone play open-handed throughout an entire song was pretty dope to see. This song is very good at capturing a certain mood, and it has a good hook to it, and I must say that it is also catchy, both instrumentally and lyrically. We do... We do get a guitar solo, and if you know me well enough, and you've seen my other videos, I fucking hate guitar solos. Props to this band that the guitar solo, for the most part, does work. I do like this guitar solo to an extent. I think some of the pitch bends and just whatnot are a bit wanky, but apart from that, it fits into the song overall. There's just a few times when I heard a pitch bend and then just a... I was like... It's the right level as well, obviously in the mix. The mix doesn't overbear it at all, and it fits comfortably and suitably in it. Mixing wise, this song has no negatives for me in any way, to be honest. Like I said, the vocals was a very small, minute thing, but not something that made me hate the track or made me hate the band. It was just something I'd like to see of more. If you put this on the radio or you played it to me, I wouldn't sit there and go, this is a fucking awful song. I would enjoy it. I'd tap my foot, bang my head along to it, and overall enjoy it. The drums have some cool feels. The guitar has some cool riffs and some little changes that it does. The vocals stick to what they're good at and what they know, and that's very good for the song. It's not trying to be too weird or too unfamiliar with what they've already established in the beginning. There is also, if I am correct, I could be wrong, but some little parts of keys in the background that fit nicely. I did admittedly have to listen a couple of times to pick them out, and if I'm still wrong about them, then like that's my fucking fault. I did hear some keys in it in some aspect, and I think that maybe, as well mixed as the song is, it could have been turned up just a teensy tiny little bit. I would like to have heard the full elements of just the guitars and the backing guitar and the vocals and the drums and the bass, and then the keys to add this new extra layer on top of it as well. Overall, I think this song is fun. I think this song is catchy, and I think that Neon Creatures have done a good job with their song. Listening to the other 3 singles that they had put out before this, I have to say this is my favourite one out of the 3, just because it seems more comfortable, more reassured that they know what they're doing. Not to say that the other 2 aren't them, but this one feels like they really sort of grew into and found their own element in this song. But yeah, overall this has been another fairly short review, to be honest. Well done to Neon Creatures, and I hope you enjoyed the video that was played before this. They did a wicked job on that. And yeah, thank you. Make sure you give me a like, share and a subscription. And if you did enjoy this, why don't you comment Fleetwood Whack? Thank you and have a nice day.